My name is Precious, and I started a company where we coach students to develop their organizational skills and tutor them for academic success. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily turn your notes into flashcards with a few clicks, learn from an AI tutor, and get step-by-step solutions to textbook problems, all using AI. Let's jump right in. The first step is to go to Quizlet.com and either sign up or log in if you have an existing account. When you log in, you can see all of Quizlet's AI features like creating magic notes, where it turns your personal notes into flashcards or practice tests. You can also chat with Quizlet AI tutor QChat, ask it questions, explain concepts to you, and get step-by-step textbook solutions. All of these features are part of Quizlet's free plan, but if you don't want to be bombarded by all of these different ads, it may be worth looking into Quizlet's paid plan. I will share more of the comparison between the pro and the free version towards the very end, so stay tuned for that. Cool, let's jump into creating magic notes. Here you can upload your class notes either by copying and pasting them in this box, uploading them directly from your computer or your Google Docs. We're going to see how Quizlet's AI transforms my 15-year-old sister's study guide for her AP Human Geo class. Her study guide has some definitions and the responses are in red. I'm going to drag and drop them from the computer, and let's go ahead and start transforming. Creating magic notes. Cool. So here it starts off by giving us a summary of what those notes are. It talks about space-time compression, air travel, internet, and communication. And if we click outline, it will also show us the definition and some examples. I can have the AI make sample essay questions or practice tests as well as flashcards. If I click flashcards, it will show me 38 different terms. I think it depends on how much content you have, but from my experience, I've seen the AI make at least 20 different flashcards. It shows me the term in one side, and on the other side it shows me the definition, and I can see that as I click the next button. If you click this title, it will show you the list of all of your flashcards in one view. Let's say that I also want to see a practice test. I'm going to click that. I think with the Quizlet Free, you can make up to 2 different practice tests, but I'll confirm that at the end of the video. I can choose how many questions, if I want to include true or false, multiple choice, matching questions are written. So let's do all of them. If I click Start Test, we can see that the first question is saying, where's the site of Cairo, Egypt? That's not a true or false, but if I keep scrolling down, we can see that they put the true and false up at the top, and then the matching definition toward the middle. Here's another matching question where I have to select the term that best matches the question. And last but not least, I think these are the short answers. What is the impact of environmental changes based on Tobler's law? When I click Submit Test, let's see what happens. The analytics here shows us how many we got correct, how many are incorrect, and how many things we should practice, and we can take another test. So I think take this practice test by the grain of salt. As you can see, the true or false aren't necessarily true or false questions, so just study them with a grain of salt. It looks like if I click on these different problems, it'll take me directly there and it shows me the right answer. Pretty handy. Awesome. And the last thing you can do here is to sample essay questions. When you click that, it will show you some sample essay questions that the AI created based on the notes that you uploaded. And I don't necessarily know how it determines the difficulty here, but just from looking at this, explain Tobler's law and its effect on cultural and spatial interactions, I do think that would be something that I would see on a high school test. All right, so all of that was the magic notes. This is your friendly reminder to go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button so I can keep making this content for you. Now let's go check out Quizlet's AI tutor QChat. So we get some disclaimers here. It might give us incorrect or problematic content, and we should give them feedback if that's the case. The first thing that the QChat tells us is it wants us to pick a study set. So I'm going to do the space-time compression one, and it can do 3 things: teach me, quiz me, or apply my knowledge. I will go ahead and do teach me. It says, welcome to today's lesson. Let's start with Tobler's law. Tobler's law states the impact of environmental changes. For example, if there is a factory emitting pollutants, the surrounding neighborhoods will experience a greater impact compared to areas further away. Interesting. So here is asking, how does transportation and commuting relate to Tobler's law? Let's say I still read this and I'm like, I have no idea. Maybe let's see what it says, and I just say, I don't know. Oh, it gives us a hint. The way that tutors would do. Is it because when people travel by cars, it pollutes the environment? It tells me it's not quite that. So I think based off of this, you can use this as a way to reinforce the things that you're learning and show you what parts you don't quite understand. And let's say you want to go ahead and move on and you want it to quiz you instead. What is the impact of high-speed rail on travel time? You can ask it to give you another hint. If you want to go to the next question, you can do the next question. So that's what the quiz me looks like. Asks you questions, doesn't give more details. And if we do apply my knowledge, how does satellite communication contribute to space-time compression? And you're like, what is satellite communication? You can ask it gives us a definition and let's act as relay stations. And now it brings us back again to the question. Let's say the last thing you want to do here is to ask it to help you for an upcoming essay. If I paste in this prompt, help me brainstorm for a 5-paragraph essay, it's going to assume that it's related to this set. And let's say the topic is about this. Here it tells us the introduction, paragraph 3, and so forth. You can see that it gives you guiding prompt of what it is, but you still have to do the thinking of what that content looks like. Paragraph 2, discussing how this enables real-time connectivity and bridges distance and time gaps. This response is very useful if you just need a study partner to brainstorm with you on how to create and structure your essay. Let's say for paragraph 2, you're not sure how it enables real-time connectivity. You can ask it questions like, can you give me examples of how satellite communication enables real-time connectivity? And based on those examples, it can help you craft paragraph 2. To summarize, QChat, the main things you can do is apply my knowledge, teach me, and quiz me. And you can also ask it certain questions like helping you brainstorm for an essay. Cool. So the last thing here is to get expert solutions. So what this is that Quizlet has a library of textbooks and it has its own AI that solves textbook problems. First, search for the textbook that you have, and let's say it's this one, and each of these chapters have exercises you can do. And when you click on an exercise, what Quizlet's AI does is that it shows you all the steps for that particular problem. Ideally, it can help you check for your answers and see if there's parts that you missed and practice more of those problems. But again, it's not about copying the answers here and pasting it. There's no learning that happens with that. It's about seeing, okay, what are the step-by-steps for these problems that I missed and how can I apply my understanding to another problem. Those are all of Quizlet's AI features that can help you study, learn new material, prepare for an exam. I think the main differences between the paid version of Quizlet and the free version is that with the paid version, you don't have any of the ads, and you can also include images in your flashcards and more, which you can check out right on this side of the screen. Overall, I think Quizlet's AI tutor QChat has a lot of potential to grow. I think it's not the most accessible for students with dyslexia or those that just have trouble reading and comprehending. It's a lot of text-based answers, and I think if it can implement some voice or audio-based solution, that would make that tool more accessible for many more students. Let me know in the comments below which of Quizlet's 3 AI features was most exciting to you and which one you plan to use. And with that, thanks so much for watching.